Hello and welcome to my video. In this video I will explain to you about reinforcement learning, and I think the best way to learn the reinforcement learning is to make something real. The something real in this video is we will make a tic-tac-toe boot, and the tic-tac-toe boot, the backend will be using reinforcement learning, and for the algorithm is I'm using key learning. So in this first section, I will explain to you about a little about reinforcement learning before we going deeper in the code and the stuff. So first, what is reinforcement learning? In my previous video, I already told you about the reinforcement learning. It's something like when your machine doing something right, you must reward it, but when your machine doing something wrong, you must punish it. And the reward and punishment in reinforcement learning is just something like a score. So in the key learning, the score is stored in the key table or lookup table. The key table is the lookup table in key learning. So the goal in key learning is move from state to another state until you find a desired state. Oh yeah, I forgot that there are three basic concepts in key learning. Those are state, action, and the score. So state is the current condition you are like now, and the action is what you can take to move from your current condition now or your current state like now to another state. And different action will lead you to different state, of course. And to guide the machine to choose the right action, it will look at the key table. So in key table, there will be a couple of state and action, and appended to them is a score. So when your machine in the one state and he want to move from that state to another state, it must look at the table. And first he will look at his current condition or current state, and the best action is the highest score in the key table, so he will choose it. And now there are one big question, that is, where is this score come from? And it's from the experience of your machine. So like I already told you that when your machine doing something right, it will get a reward or positive score, but when it do something wrong, it will get punishment. Yeah, it will get a punishment, and it will have a negative score in the key table in the couple of state and action. And here the board I am building using key learning, a tic-tac-toe board. As you can see, the interface is a HTML page, and you can play it like this. When you click the box, the board will respond with their move. They will see the key table as the response of your move, like this. Oh, he won. And now move to the code section. As you can see, my code is divided on two. Those are for user interface, the HTML page, and the backend or the brain of our bot. And here I will try to explain this code. Here I'm using Flask, and this is the main function that I call every request. So it will return the next move of our bot, and the condition, it's like if player win or player lose or draw or it's still on game. And here wisdom is the key table, I named the key table here as a wisdom. And the parameter is the position or historical move from the HTML page. And here is the key table, our current key table. Let's look this function. So here first I try to sanitize the parameter, so I make sure that all the parameter that I will process in this function it's valid. So first the default, the condition is on game, and here I divide the historical move to the player move and bot move. And now the second step is I try to detect the condition. Is it a player win or player lose or bot win, or is it still on game? Oh no, this is for if the condition is draw, and this is for if the condition is still on game. Now what we do when the player win? Of course we must punish the bot. So how we punish the bot? This. Here I comment that I believe the first move was not to blame for the losing. So I never a negative score for the first move, because you know, common sense, first move is not contributed, or at least what I believe in the tic-tac-toe, the first move is not contributed for the winning. And here you can see that lose reward is negative 10. As you can see in the code, lose reward at the first move is times 0, so it will get 0. This is the function I'm used to update the key table or the score. Let's see, Monte Carlo. So how it works? First we try to get the old score using this. If there is no record, it will return 0, but if there is a record, it will return the score or old score. So the new score is old score plus learning rate times reward minus old score, like this. And in this case, because this is a punishment, of course this reward will be a minus 10, and this new score it will be get worse. And the next step is, after I update the key table, I will save the state of the bot or the key table to the database. The database I am using here is MongoDB, and this is same for the if player win or the bot win. It's same, the step is same, the difference is just the reward. Here I am using win reward. And for the draw, I'm using draw reward. For the draw, I believe if bot can make a draw, it's good, so I give it a positive score. Here the score is 5, positive 5. So here now is the condition if it's still on game, and here there are if it in plain mode or not. So if it in plain mode, the response is just some random move. Why I do this? This is because I want to enrich the key table, so we can have many combination of state and action in key table. So I believe this is to make our bot smarter. And now if it not in train mode, it still have a chance of 5%. It will choose the random move, but if not, it it just get the highest score in key table and it will move according to that. And now this is to cover that if there is a possibility that our bot win when he process the input here. Just some step that I do in the previous code. Yeah, some step. And after that I save the key table to the database and return the next move condition and the wisdom or the key table to here. And that is the explanation of this tic-tac-toe bot world, and I provide the link of the backend of this bot in the description of this video. I hope you can understand my explanation. Sorry if it's unclear to some of you.